Good morning, children. Okay, we have discussed previous in the previous class two of the word problems. What some of the children have expressed me to teach, right? And now we are continuing with the next part, section formula. What is meant by this? See, suppose if you are dividing a particular line into two parts, we call that line is dividing it into sections. Okay, section 1 and section 2. Similarly, here we have, let us suppose that we have a point A of x1 comma y1 and another point B of x2 comma y2. Okay, so just for convenience, let us join these two. Now suppose if a point P x comma y divides the line joining A and B or divides the distance between A and B in m is to n ratio. In m is to n ratio means, so if the total length out of the total length or the total distance, right? So m parts are here and n parts here. Like that, if the point is dividing. How to find out that particular point P of x comma y? So here is the formula for that. So P of x comma y can be determined like by knowing the x and y coordinates. How do you find out them? Is equal to P of, let us take it like m1, m2, because this is how in your textbook it is given. Right? So therefore I am using the same notation here. m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is the x coordinate. And the y coordinate is similarly m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. This is the y coordinate. Okay, so we also have a derivation for this, and how we have derived in case of distance between 2 points and all that. You can take the coordinates on the xy plane and then you can also prove that to be this. Okay, so now P of x comma y is written as P of m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. What is m1? The first part. What is m2? The second part. What you are taking? This is the m1 and this is the x coordinate of the second point. So that is the first part multiplied with the x coordinate of second point plus m2 x1 second part multiplied with the x coordinate of the first point divided by m1 plus m2. So total number of parts into which, like total length of the line kind, right? So therefore m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 is the x coordinate of that particular point and the y coordinate is like this. Okay, first you can find just directly x is equal to this much and y is equal to this much. Then afterwards you can substitute in this, or those who can do directly can do it. Okay, so let me say, let us take an example of this. Let us consider a of 1 comma 2, b of 3 comma 4. We have 2 points here. The line joining them is divided by some P of x comma y in 1:3 ratio. In 1:3 ratio. Here what is m1? m1 is 1. What is m1? m1 is equal to 1. m2 is equal to 3. Substitute in this one. Now P of x comma y is equal to, as an example, P of, open the brackets. Please remember these are coordinate points, so therefore they should be within the open brackets. m1 x2, so m1 is 1 into x2 is 3 plus m2 x1, m2 is 3, x1 is 1 by m1 plus m2 is 1 plus 3. This is the x coordinate, whereas y coordinate is m1 by 2, 1 into 4 plus m2 y1, 3 into 2, close the brackets, by m1 plus m2, that is 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3. On simplification, what we will get here? On simplification, we are going to get this p value to be, like from here to here. So this p value is p of x comma y is equal to, now 3. So it is p of 3. 1 into 3 is 3 plus 3 is 6 by 4. 6 by 4 comma 4 plus 6 10 by 4, or you can write directly as that p of 3 by 2 and 5 by 2. Now the coordinates of this particular point which divides the line joining A and B in 1:3 ratio are these. Okay, so that is how you have to find. Therefore, 3 by 2 comma 5 by 2 P of divides the line joining A and B in 1:3 ratio. This is how you have to conclude. Clear? This is about section formula. This formula can be used as a special case to find out the midpoint. What do you mean by midpoint? You are going to find out that particular point which is equidistant from both. Right? On the line joining the two. On the line joining the two. This is A. This is B. Exactly midpoint. So what does it mean? The number of parts here will be equal to the number of parts here, or the size of this is equal to size of this one. So therefore M1 is equal to M2 condition. This is M1 is equal to M2 condition. So if we simplify, what it is going to be? So therefore midpoint P of x comma y is equal to. Now let me substitute. In place of M1, M2 you take M1 only because both of them are equal. So M1 into x2 plus M1 into x1. So we will get it as M1 into x1 plus x2 by 2M1. Is it not? M1 plus M1 is to M1. Why we are taking? M1 is equal to M2. So therefore next one is, again in place of M2 you are taking M1. So M1 is common in both because M1 is equal to M2 here. So M1 into y1 plus y2 by 2M1. So this is the point. Okay. So now M1 will get cancelled. Here also M1 will get cancelled. So therefore what you got? Therefore midpoint is equal to P of x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Very important. So put it in the box. So what is the midpoint is equal to P of x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2 are the two coordinates of this. This is the first part. Okay. So what we are doing here? Section formula m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2 being the abscissa and the ordinates of this particular point which is dividing the line joining A and B in the ratio m1 is to m2. And then we took an example of like m1 is equal to 1 and m2 is equal to 3 and we have taken A and B values. Then we have determined what is the point and how you have to write the conclusion. So therefore so and so point divides the line joining A and B in 1:3 ratio. So this is for the section formula. Now midpoint being the special case, we said m1 is equal to m2. Why? Because this lies exactly at the midway between A and B. So it divides into two equal halves. So therefore m1 is equal to m2. Thus substituting m1 is equal to m2 in this, you will get this kind of formula finally. So directly you can write midpoint. Whenever a midpoint concept is asked, you can directly write this one. No need of writing this and then simplifying it. Right? So the next points of trisection. What is that? So in this, so let us end with this. Now points of trisection. If you take a line joining A and B if 2 points divide the line joining A and B in 3 equal parts. Remember, here we didn't say it is equal. It is dividing it into M1:M2 ratio. Then in the midpoint we said that into 2 equal halves. And now trisection formula. Trisection here in the sense these 2 points divide the line joining A and B into 3 equal parts. 3 equal parts. That means suppose 1:1:1 ratio. 1:1:1 ratio. Is it not? 3 equal parts. You can say M:M:M, which means 1:1:1. Right. So now let me take this one as some point x1 comma y1. Q is some x2 comma y2. Okay, some a x3 comma y3, x4 comma y4. Just like that I am taking. Okay. Now to understand, this P divides the line joining these two in 1:2 ratio, is it not? Because here P is here. If you take P as a reference point, from A to P you have only one ratio and here you have 2. That means it is dividing in 1:2 ratio. If you take Q, the first part is going to be 2 and the second part is going to be 1. So that means it is dividing this in 2:1 ratio. So for P if you wanted to write, it is dividing the points A and B in 1:2 ratio. That means for P, M1 is equal to 1, M2 is equal to 2. So you can find out using section formula. You can just find out x comma y or x1 comma y1, which is dividing these 2 points in which ratio? 1:2 ratio. That means here M1 is 1, M2 is 2. You have these values and substitute in the section formula. And if you want to take Q as the reference point, see, this is taking 2 ratios, 2 parts, and this is taking 1 part. So here M1 is equal to 2 and here M2 is equal to 1. M2 is equal to 1. So therefore, the same concept is the same. You are going to use the same section formula. But when we mean to say that it is point of trisection, that means these particular points divide the line joining A and B into 3 equal parts. Each one being 1, 1, 1. Now if you take P is very near to A. So it is having only 1 part. Here P is far from B. It is having 2 parts. So in which ratio it is dividing? 1:2. Right. Now Q, if you take Q as a reference point, Q is far from A and it is having 2 parts. And Q is very near to B. It is having 1 part. So it is in 2:1 ratio. So this is how we are going to use the section formula in finding trisection between 2 points. That means you are going to find out 2 points which can divide the line joining the 2 points into 3 equal parts. Clear? So pause the video for a moment and please copy it down. And then we shall see the examples. So done. Now let us see the examples. Already one example we have seen. Just I am taking another example. So I have a point with some coordinate values and V as another point. And now the point here, the question is here to find out the coordinates of that particular point which divides the line joining A and B in which ratio? 2:3 ratio. So solution. What is the section formula? You can write directly section formula. P of x comma y is equal to P of, what is that? M1x2 plus M2x1 by M1 plus M2, comma M2x1, M1y2 plus M2y1 by M1 plus M2. This is the section formula. Okay, so what is given here? M1 is equal to 2, M2 is equal to 3. X1 is equal to 1, X2 is equal to 5. Y1 is equal to 2, y2 is equal to 3. Okay, now substituting these values in p of x comma y. So therefore p of x comma y is equal to p of, substitute. Those who can do it directly. There is nothing here to teach. Just substituting in the respective places. 2 into m1 x2, m1 x2, 2 5s are 10. 2 into 5 plus, right, m2 x1, m2 x1, 3 into 1. So let me write it directly, okay? So 2 5s are 10 plus 3 1s are 3 by m1 plus m2, 2 plus 3 5, comma, m1 y2, m1 y2, 3 into 2 6 plus m2 y1, that is also 3 into 2 6, divided by m1 plus m2, 2 plus 3 5. So therefore this is equal to p of 10 plus 3, 13 by 5, comma, 12 by 5. So therefore the coordinates of the point are, the coordinates of the point are 13 by 5, comma, 12 by 5. So this is how you have to conclude. Please copy this down. So done. Next example 2. Find the midpoint of A of 1 comma 5 and B of 2 comma 3. What is the meaning of midpoint? The point, whichever point you are taking, should lie exactly midway between the two. So both must be like of equal ratio. That is m1 is equal to m2. If you substitute in a section formula, you will be getting, you got already, like you have seen that, like midpoint formula. So like we can do directly solution. So p of x comma y is equal to p of, what is that you are going to write? x1 plus x2 by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 by 2. So that is p of x1 plus x2, 1 plus 2 is 3 by 2, y1 plus y2, 5 plus 3, 8 by 2. So therefore p of 3 by 2, comma, I can just write it as 4, right? 3 by 2, comma 4 is the midpoint. Is the midpoint. Clear? So now those are interested can take exercise problems by yourself, and you can do the problems based on these concepts. In the next class we shall see the example of solving trisection problem, and the other concept which we are going to get introduced to is centroid of a triangle. Centroid of a triangle. So for today, this is where I am stopping. You can just open your books, check for the exercise problems. Whichever you think you can do, please solve them. Right? See you again in the next class.